Today's kind of a big deal, ladies and gentlemen, because as you guys know, ships is not really the most favorite part of Galaxy of Heroes on this channel, but for the first time in probably about 10 months, I made first place in Fleet Arena because I finally unlocked Kenobi's Negotiator as of yesterday. Big shout out to my guild for all the effort we've been putting into territory battles. All of us finally unlocked the Negotiator, and my goodness, makes a night and day difference in Arena for someone that does not and refuses to gear up Rebel ships. It's funny, if you hop over to my Fleet Arena, it didn't update unfortunately yesterday, but as you can see, I really have not put much effort in Fleet Arena. I've just been kind of hovering in this top 100 thing just so I can get some decent rewards. Maybe once in a blue moon I'll get the top 50. The ranks are a little bit off, but I usually sit between the 70s and 100s. I just did not like ships, mainly because, as I told you guys before, I just did not like the principle of us being forced to gear up characters that really weren't that good just so they can have good ships. It just was against my principles. Unfortunately, as we're going to see today, unlike my Rebel ships, which are pretty darn bad, and this is the reason why I couldn't really do much of my fleet, my Galactic Republic, which unlike Rebels, majority of these characters are very good. Anakin's amazing. The 501st are amazing. Ahsoka's amazing. Even the Clone Sergeant's pretty solid. Really, the only weak link right now is kind of Plo Koon. Mace Windu, he's irrelevant to this conversation, but Plo Koon, I find him more useful than, let's say, for example, Biston. And because of this, because I have a much better Galactic Republic than my Rebellion fleet, I'm able to do so well in Fleet Arena, and I was able to get to #1 yesterday. So I'm going to show you some gameplay. We're going to go up against some Falcon gameplay. We're going to do some mirror matches, and I do not find the mirror matches nearly as annoying as they were with the Rebel fleets. Now, I only have Kenobi to 5 stars. As you guys know, you guys got to farm for quite a while before we can get it to 7 stars. And right now, my plan is to hoard up my guild event currency until I stock up enough to get another 85 shards right from the get-go. I'm not going to slowly keep buying shards because we don't know what the next epic confrontation character is going to be. I mean, we have an idea, I think, but we don't know if we're going to be needing guild event token currency, kind of like what we needed for Darth Maul. So I'm going to be hoarding, and then once I build up enough currency, if still nothing's around, then I'll go and buy the next 85 shards for 6 stars. But at 5 stars, you're gonna have a couple of drawbacks. Mainly, the real drawbacks here is that you, first of all, cannot max out these abilities. You need to make sure you have a 6-star and 7-star ship to max out the rest of these abilities. You can max out this right here, the leadership ability. The other downside of not having a full 7-star ship is you don't get to have the maximum amount of stats as possible, because you need, every time you increase star count, your ship becomes a little bit more powerful. So we are missing a little bit of power here. And as we're gonna see as well, because I only have a 5-star ship, you can't have a full reinforcement lineup. So you will be missing 1 reinforcement, but I find myself never really needing all my reinforcements. Most of the time, Rebel ships can't even take out one of my ships. It's very rare that they could. So I'm still kind of, I think we're all still figuring out what the best fleet is right now. I honestly, Anakin Skywalker is basically the Millennium Falcon for the Negotiator. He puts out so much damage. I think the thing that's really a sleeper character, I've told you that I love the Clone Sergeant with the clones. He's very solid under a shock T lineup, removes turn meter, does massive damage on his basic attack, and he gets a lot of turn meter himself. But wow, this reinforcement ability is so clutch. It kind of reminds me of Wat Tambor passing over one of his tech to a tank with protection, and they keep taunting and taunting and taunting so long as they have protection. And this is a huge counter to Rebels, because they're going to briefly rip off the taunt for a second, but the taunt just reappears so long as this dude has protection. And there are so many opportunities to regenerate protection on the team. I honestly think this is probably going to be one of the best reinforcements you can possibly have. So I got the #1 yesterday, got the #19 now. That's better than falling to the 100s. So I'm not going to complain too much. So what I want to do first, I don't want to do a mirror match just yet. I just want to show you how it is going up against a Rebel lineup. So let's go up against this guy right here at #14. So this is what I'm running. As I said, you need a 7-star capital ship to get the full reinforcement. So we're not even seeing the full potential of the ship. And who knows, maybe by the time we get the people get 7-star Kenobi ships, we might have another ship that's going to make more sense for this team. So let's go hop into it. And when I go up against Rebel fleets, I like to have Plo Koon kind of either going to be the 2nd or 3rd reinforcement to be called in. It depends. When I go up against Kenobi or the home one, my reinforcements kind of changed a little bit. So what I'm going to probably do first is let's just go ahead and attack this Biggs right here. And Fives is a fairly fast ship. He can get out and do some work before the Falcon can do anything. Let's go and maybe throw some healing immunity over on Biggs so it doesn't get anything done, so he won't be able to get any. I mean, he's going to cleanse for a second. That's the only downside to this, is once there's 3 debuffs that stack, they can automatically cleanse, but it's all right. When we do have the debuffs on for a brief few moments of time, it does slow them down a little bit for sure. And we have the Houndstooth in here. I mean, Houndstooth is so crazy powerful. I mean, he's gonna kind of be like our clone Sergeant, where he's gonna be taunting for quite a long time. Mass assist coming in, debuffs are gonna cleanse, so they don't stick too long, but just enough to kind of keep them controlled. So here we go. Anakin Skywalker should blow away Biggs. 77,000 damage on a non-critical hit, and we're just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go dispel all those buffs over on the Biston here. There we go. They're gone. He's gonna cleanse. That is a soft counter that the Falcon still has. It's not like the Falcon's gonna completely lose. I mean, honestly, people are still beating my lineup, so that's a good thing that the Millennium Falcon and Akbar can still get work done. Let's see. We don't need to regenerate any health. We called the clone Sergeant in, so as long as he has protection, he is gonna be taunting for quite a long time. Let's just use our basic. Try to get a target lock going. There we go. We got a target lock. There goes Biston. They're calling in Houndstooth. That's fine. And hopefully in a bit, Anakin's gonna get another buff immunity. I've noticed some Rebel ships starting to pull Houndstooth out of the starting lineup because Anakin Skywalker just is so fast. He'll land an early buff immunity and healing immunity, and the Houndstooth can't taunt, so that is a smart thing to do. So with this ability right here, he's able to Kenobi's able to grant offense up to an ally of your choice, and you're going to give everyone unending loyalty for 2 turns. So let's go ahead, give this to Anakin Skywalker. An unending loyalty basically prevents us from being just one-shotted and mass assisted by all these Rebel lineups right here. So they're gonna do their thing. Let's go get rid of those buffs right there. All right, we got a couple buffs taken away. We need to get a buff community over on Houndstooth, but look at that. They ripped off the taunt. The taunt came right back on for Clone Sergeant, and with these double taunts, the AI just gets so confused and doesn't quite know what to do. We have no target lock. We don't need to regenerate really any protection. Let's just try to get a target lock. No target lock going. Here we go. Healing immunity, buff immunity. So we're going to stop those protection ups from stacking up on the Houndstooth. And really at this point, probably what I want to do, we don't really need to bring Plo Koon in here because we don't have a lot of debuffs on us. But what I might want to do is bring in Ahsoka Tano because she's going to dispel all the buffs on the target enemy. So let's just see what we can do. We really don't need this that much. I mean, I don't think I need Plo Koon just yet. I'm kind of saving Plo Koon just in case we get the ghost that pop up in here soon. Let's just go ahead and do our big ability. Usually Ahsoka Tano can get some good damage out herself. Let's see. 103,000 damage. My goodness, that is a huge hit. We got 5s to finish them off right there. And let's see, are they going to call him Ghost? No Ghost. They're doing the Phantom right now. So usually I like to call in my my Plo after they bring in their Ghost. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy's buff. Boom, 65,000. No crit, which is fine. Anakin Skywalker gonna finish the job. Come on, Anakin, get those crits. I've been bragging about your crits, and you're not landing them. There we go. We got some target lock, and then we're gonna get a mass assist and call it a day. Now this battle took a little bit longer because I was kind of walking through how the battle's gonna play out. Boom, 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 boom. Mass assist gone. It's kind of like a home one mass assist that they get to bring. I mean, for me personally, I know people who run those god tier Rebel teams, they may have not have had a hard time, but for someone like me who has not enjoyed fleets for 10 months and refuses to gear up good characters, I'm glad I waited because I geared up much better characters than a lot of those Rebel ships out there. So we're doing another Akbar battle here. I mean, it's kind of a good feeling. We'll do a Kenobi mirror match after this one, I hope. But I mean, it's just a good feeling that we're finally getting to a point where we can try to have 2 competing fleets. And I mean, the Rebel fleet's still good. It's going to give Kenobi a hard time. It's just that Kenobi is definitely one of the best counter to home 1 right now. Let's see what we can do. Can we get let's see if we can get maybe something going. All right, we got the healing immunity, buff immunity. All right, I'll take it. Let's see what we can do here. I'm actually not going to do this right now because it's just going to should just do the basic. We're going to try to keep that healing immunity on Biggs for as long as we possibly can. Oh, they're going after Anakin first. All right, so that's the smartest thing you can do, whether for your defense if you're running an Akbar fleet or for if you're just going up against Anakin and Kenobi. You want to take out Anakin as fast as possible. Let's see if we can maybe get a couple good hits here and maybe get rid of Biggs. Come on, big hits. There we go. So Biggie Boy is gone, but they almost took out Anakin's ship, and that's what I'm trying to say. If you're someone still running Akbar's fleet, at least for now, it's still a good ship to be running. We should get rid of that ship. But, oh, not quite yet. Almost there. Let's go call in. We need to bring in, I think we need to bring in Plo Koon right now. We need someone to heal up Anakin and get him back up to snuff. So sometimes you got to mess around with your reinforcements. I do prefer to have Clone Sergeant come in first, but sometimes you might just need to bring in Plo Koon. So let's go give some Terminator, give some protection. Boom, he's gone right there. And now we get to kind of go all in. Oh, okay, now they're going to call in someone else. They're going to bring in Sunfac. Yeah, they stunned Plo Koon. Not the worst thing in the world. Let's see if we can get a couple big hits on it. I'm where's my crit? I've been bragging about Anakin's damage, and he's not doing any. Let's give him that offense up. There we go. We got the offense up. Let's see if we can get rid of that right there. All right. All right, let's just keep going. We're going to hopefully stall him out a bit. Let's get some. We didn't really need to do that. I don't know why we did that, but that's fine. It's usually his bigger damage dealing attack. They're going after Anakin. Oh, they're going after Anakin, but we still have unending loyalty, so it's all good. So with that unending loyalty, we have a second chance of keeping Anakin alive once more. I'm going to give this over to to Houndstooth. And now I'm going to bring in Clone Sergeant. And with the Clone Sergeant, they're going to be sitting behind this tank for kind of quite a while. We're going to get a guaranteed crit right here, so let's see if we can get a big hit. Boom, 52,000 damage. And come on, almost there. He gone. All right, now we're back down to the Millennium Falcon. They're going to call in someone, probably Phantom. Right, there goes the Phantom. Probably going to have a ghost coming around soon. Still got the taunt going for our tank. Very good, very good. Let's see. All right, here comes our special ability. But in concussion mines, as you know, if they detonate, they apply daze. So it's kind of nice. Let's see if we can get rid of 57,000 damage. No way that Phantom's going to survive long, but I'll put it out of its misery just a little bit early. Going after Millennium Falcon now, and I think those thermal detonators, or those concussion mines, I'm sorry, should get the job done. Let's regenerate some protection. There we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I don't think we lost the ship as well. I mean, sometimes they will take out a ship. The Rebel fleet is still such a high damage ship, and that passive to keep cleansing debuffs does slow Kenobi's offensive down a little bit, but it's much easier than running a bad Rebel fleet or Empire fleet, I can tell you that much. So lastly, we're going to do a mirror match, because mirror match, I mean, obviously more people are going to unlock Kenobi, and that's probably going to be the ship people are going to probably inch more towards over time. And as you see, this seems to be the more popular starting lineup to run. And again, I highly recommend you try to take out Anakin first, whether you're running Akbar and whatever fleet you're running. I just recommend you go after Anakin's ship first. And this is why you maybe might not want to have Houndstooth starting, because I can't taunt. I have to go and cleanse. They're gonna get a taunt out before my Anakin, so I can't even get anything out. They're going hard after my Anakin, so we're gonna have to fight hard for this one, people. Luckily, we got the buff immunity going here. Let's see if we can get a couple good hits. Go after that Houndstooth. At least he's not going to regenerate any sort of protection. There we go. Let's keep working over on Anakin. I mean, you just have to trigger the unending loyalty as fast as possible. And it looks like they already used their special ability on the ship, so they shouldn't get any more unending loyalty for a little bit. All right, unending loyalty triggered. He's going to hide under stealth, so hopefully we can get a couple good AoEs soon to get the job done. Now, what I'm probably going to do at this point is let's get that, let's bring our tank in. Let's go ahead and bring our tank, and we're going to hopefully finish off the Houndstooth while we wait for Anakin to come out of hiding here. Let's go and get a critical hit. Guaranteed critical hit right here. Boom, 84,000 damage. Houndstooth is gone. So even though their Houndstooth got the drop on me, we still got a lot of work done on them. And is Anakin still hiding? He is still hiding. We can't get to him just yet. The stealth is basically trying to time it out. I'm trying to buy them time so they could try to get to another unending loyalty. But I think we should be in good shape. But see, people are kind of running the same exact fleet right now for this lineup. It seems just bringing in Clone Sergeant first, because that taunt is going to be extremely annoying. Too bad we don't have target lock over on Anakin, because we could have hit him right here. All right, let's see. Let's get a basic going. Boom, 49,000 damage. Anakin's not impressing me too much today, I can tell you that much. Let's go and do this. Let's go ahead, bring in Plo Koon. Let's heal up, feed some turn meter to the team, get rid of this dude right here. Some Daze's coming. All right, we got some Daze's. Get rid of that. There we go. Valor's gone. And I think in a second we should. Okay, Anakin came out of hiding. He's gone. That's what you have to do. You have to trigger unending loyalty as fast as you possibly can. And then you just got to kind of wait for a second. And then once he comes back up, he should be ready to go for the pickings, assuming he doesn't have unending loyalty on him once again. So that's kind of how the cookie crumbles here. And mirror matches are not that annoying. I mean, we're going to get another reinforcement. It's taking forever. Ships, I still feel like ships is way too long. I am not sure how big of a fan I am for the reinforcement mechanic, because I sometimes feel like it does take a while. But overall, mirror matches aren't that bad. I mean, we didn't lose any ships here. 131,000 damage. Thank you, Anakin. I was bragging about you. You were disappointing. There you go. Anakin does put up good damage. Just today, we didn't have the best luck in the world. So I still think we're missing a lot for this team. I think we have to still wait till it gets to 7 stars. And I'm thinking in that last reinforcement slot that we can't fill, we might see one more new ship. I really think that Yoda could be a prime candidate to get a ship, I think, to kind of fill in this. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to climb to #1 today because these battles are very long. And I know ships is not the most enjoyable enjoyable content. The metrics tell me that people do not enjoy ship content all that much, but the Kenobi's Negotiator, very solid ship. Again, if you are someone who just unlocked the Negotiator, I recommend just hoarding the rest of your currency, waiting to see what's going to come out soon in case you might need that currency for the next epic confrontation character. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are down below. Like if you did enjoy the video, comment down below. Maybe you guys have some other good ideas for some fleet combinations for the Negotiator, and be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And I'll talk to all of you lovely people in the next video. Peace out, everyone.
Party Richter, Party Richter. Down, down, down.